So Alex, a very different game today. Big change in the week. I know football's a week's a long time in football, so we seem to have progressed from where we were last week. A more recognisable team today and a performance. How are you feeling after today's result?
Yeah, really happy with both the result and more so the performance. You know, having 10 men for such a long time, 60, 70 minutes, away at a top side, Shepton. We don't lose many games, don't concede many goals. It's an outstanding result for us, really. The boys, to a man, were showed a side of the game that I didn't know if we had. I'll be honest. We had to show steel and grit that I think we've missed for a couple of months, and I felt we could have easily felt sorry for ourselves today, especially going down to a man early. But we stood up to the challenge. We had a bit of a siege mentality, if you like. And we stuck together and we worked really, really hard, and we did the basics outstandingly well. And the boys showed a real maturity tactically, and that's real credit to them. And I think it's just a really good step in the right direction, I think, because there'll be times that we're going to have to play like that, you know, on difficult surfaces against really good sides. And Shepton are one. They're really, really good. And I think we held our two banks of four when we went down to 10 men, and we really frustrated them, and we showed real maturity, as I said, and we could have nicked it, to be honest. We created some opportunities on the counter-attack that we could have won, but the overriding feeling is real positivity, and the boys are much happier than they have been.
And I think given we had our issues with conceding from set pieces earlier this month, considering how many people we've still got out, that felt much more solid. There was also nice movement, good performances, I think, throughout the game, and even with having that sort of isolation, having lost someone, we still, as you say, we could have nicked it.
We could have done it. Losing someone sort of brings you tighter together, really, as well. It can really make that connection within the group stronger, and I think it did. And I thought we were slightly on top of them up to that point, so it was a poor red card that Cammy picked up, really. You know, the first one is a needless yellow card, doesn't need to make the challenge, and the second one is he's looking for a penalty, and it looks a dive, so I'm not questioning the decision at all, I think, but it's just needless. And then but then we could have thrown a towel in. We could have really felt sorry for ourselves in a young group and against a physically dominant Shepton side. But we went toe to toe. We worked really hard on Thursday about being hard to beat and 1v1 defending, and that's positive to see that we carried it into today. You know, we're not the finished article by any stretch, and we've got a long way to go. But that is a real positive step in the right direction. And the young lads, Sol Kent, a right back especially, 16-year-old, was outstanding today.
I thought he was brilliant today. I mean, he's turning out for the under-18s and for the first team pretty much consistently now for several weeks. But he looked a really good, solid performance today, and playing above his age. Yeah,
massively so. And we've got to, the boys have got to step up, really, because of the numbers and how we're doing. But we've... And that's good because it creates opportunities. I've been moaning about the numbers, and it's been really, really difficult, but we're stepping up to the mark, and we've got to continue to do that. So, on to the next one now, because we've got Keynsham on Tuesday, so they come thick and fast, and that'll be a very different game. You know, I imagine there'll be a lot more football played, but we need to show that same steel and that same grit, because every game at this level is a scrap, and we've got to scrap, and we've got to fight, and we've got to earn the right to pick up points. So, hopefully, it's a positive step forward.
Yeah, felt good today. Thanks for that, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.